Hey guys, Matt Science here, and today I am back with r/IDontWorkHereLady, a subreddit that not one of my favorites, but more one of my I need something fast to record. Today I have 3 stories lined up. Let's get right into them. Starting with crazy woman in Walmart. So this happened a while ago. I was a server at a restaurant at the time and was picking up something at my local Walmart to take to work. Keep in mind, I was wearing all black. I have a black serving apron on and black kitchen shoes. I'm in the home goods aisle because I was looking for a basket or something. My manager needed me to pick up something for the restaurant office. And this woman walks up to me. Hey, can you tell me where the alarm clocks are? Oh, I'm not sure. But they must be nearby since we are in the home goods area. Maybe try the next aisle. I continue looking at baskets. Why don't you look it up for me? Oh, sorry, I don't have self-service in here. But I'm sure someone else can help you look for them. Do you have a problem with helping a customer look for an item? Oh, no, I'm sorry. I don't actually work here. I gestured to my server outfit. I think you do and you just don't want to help me. Show me where the alarm clocks are. Ma'am, I'm sorry I don't work here. I work at the restaurant across the street and I really need to find this item I'm looking for and get to work. You are at work. Go get your manager right now. No. You can go get a manager. Don't work here and I really don't have time for this. I'm going to call corporate on you and tell them you are refusing to service a customer. How would you like that? Go right ahead. Again, I don't work here. I hope you find your alarm clock. And grabs a basket and starts to walk away. Get me your manager. Don't walk away from me. I am a server at a restaurant. I do not work here. She ended up following me to the front of the store. And when I started to check out my items, she complained to the self-checkout person, who happened to also be a manager, I guess, that she needed a manager to report an unprofessional employee, and pointed to me. And the CSO person said, that person doesn't work here. They're in a restaurant named Uniform and Apron. The look on her face was priceless. The anger and shock that she was wrong was amazing. And then she said loudly, as I was leaving, "What's your manager's name at the restaurant? I'm still reporting you." I just happily ignored her and went about my day. That's the first time I ever encountered a Karen in the wild. I told everyone at work, and my manager thought it was crazy. Luckily, she said that if the woman ended up calling, she'd know what was up, and I wouldn't be in trouble. But yeah, crazy woman in Walmart. It's like, yes, apron equals working at a supermarket. It's like, what? All black. And it's like, yes, this person works at the supermarket because of black. Like, black is professional, right? Professionals wear it at work. You work for the supermarket. Stop pretending to be someone else. So this has happened to me today, and I need to share it somehow. Therefore, I am putting it into the ether of the internet and not expecting anyone to read it. To yell at the end, hey, it looks like I found that I'm that someone. I just got out of my beat up old car, having parked in a Waitrose car park, and was rattling around for what I needed when I became aware of someone standing behind me. I turned around to see a well-dressed lady who I guess was early to mid-50s, and the interaction went something like this. Lurker. Well, employees should park their cars out of sight. This is for customers. Sorry? You must remove it. I don't care if it's convenient. You should move. Bear in mind, I'm wearing a Marvin the Martian t-shirt, suit trousers, and dress shoes. I was at best perplexed, baffled, and straight up confused. She continued, I expect certain standards. We pay for the quality, and you should know this. I would love to say I came back with a witty retort, but instead I stared, probably stuttered, and she took the opportunity to turn away and made her way in. Considering these types of interactions are not uncommon in my world, I was still trying to get my head around this, so after a little differing, decided to go back to what I was doing. For those who are unaware, Waitrose is an upmarket supermarket open to the general public at large. It is, as far as I know, open to anyone and everyone. As it happens, I'm also not an employee. Why was I there? I had been graciously invited by a group of local charities to provide expert insight into disability and unpaid care situations. I work for a national charity in that area of work. That is my job. So I grabbed my bag of leaflets, popped up to say who the charity was, and my privacy tent, and headed in. The privacy tent is important. If the brilliant local workers can't support someone, it is likely to be difficult and highly personal situation, and this gives people a chance to share out of the public view. I said hello to the organisers from the supermarket, and the local charities set up and popped into the tent to change into my branded garb. At this point, I heard the first people come around, and I took the chance to take a few deep breaths before starting. It is unsurprisingly unsettling to know you are about to start asking people to share intimate parts of their lives, and then have the ego to say, and I know how to make this better. And it's something that, despite being for the most part true, I will never be uncomfortable with. The local charity worker. Hey Pete, are you ready? We have someone here for you. Yep, of course. A head pops out of the tent. Oh, that's not funny. What do you think you're doing in there? Sorry. So no, I say sorry too much. You have no idea how insulting this is. I want your manager, and you... Turning to CLW, who is your boss? This is OP. This is from the national charity, and it's offering expert advice. No, he isn't. Yes, he is. Hi, I'm OP. I work for the national charity, and I am the subject expert for this nation in X, Y, and Z. We are about to go into Peter. Stop it. I saw you outside. This isn't funny. You can't get people's hopes up. I'm sorry, but no, I really am the subject expert. Here, let me show you some of the resources I wrote. Don't insult me. I want to speak to your manager. Grabbed the guide and stormed off. I don't have time to dwell on this. A lovely lady with her autistic son was waiting patiently to see me next. She was clearly a bit bewildered as well, and asked if I really did work for who I said I did. I offered to pull up the website and show myself, but she decided the branded clothing with staff across it was probably good enough. After a complex 20 minutes, but at least a route forward for that lady, I was expecting another person when a very sheepish supermarket manager was waiting. Were you rude to this lady? Gesturing to Lurker. No, she has been rude to me though. Oh? So I proceeded with interjections from the local charity worker confirming my side of the story, what had happened. Once I get going, my confidence in communication does improve significantly. The supermarket manager turns and simply asks the worker to leave. But I haven't done my shopping yet. I am asking you to leave my store. You're protecting your employee pretending to be a charity. Rather aggressively stepping to the manager. You're as bad as he is. Please leave now, or I'll have you escorted out. Really? SM, who seemed to have divine security out of nowhere. Yes, please leave. Fine. And pushes a bunch of leaflets off a nearby table. And to be fair, she did leave. There was much apologising. I got a free bacon and brie sandwich, which I very much enjoyed. It's that type of supermarket. On the plus side, I helped a few people, and it seems to have been a successful and, outside of this, an uneventful event. Yet, I still can't help but wonder why she needed support, and if she could have been helped. I really hope she took the leaflet and gets in touch. Although I might get a colleague to front that inquiry. I'm not sure she'll ever believe who I am. TLDR, woman decided I was a supermarket employee and then wouldn't believe I could help her when she discovered why I was there and didn't get her shopping done. I can park wherever I want because I don't work at the supermarket. I technically am working, but not for the supermarket. So, why do I... If anything, if he did park back there, she would have been much nicer. That's the only... She had a problem with a parking spot. I will never understand why people have a problem with a parking spot when they don't work at the place that they are going to. No, I can't tell you where the car rentals are. No, I don't know how you can request assistance. Leave me the F alone! So I work at a fast food place within the airport. I don't work for the airport at all. I don't know anything about the amenities and accommodations or anything else besides chicken sandwiches. But somehow, between my uniform and my resting birch face, I always get approached by passengers ask me short about the airport and that I don't get paid enough to know in the first place. The first incident is when I just clocked in and was on my way to TSA when a passenger stopped me to inquire about car rentals. I told her, quite annoyed actually because I need to go through TSA before the lines get longer, that I don't have a clue, but if she goes to guest services, they can help her. Not good enough. She held me against my will until I gave her a random direction. That's when I realized I have to be rude to these people. The same for people looking for TSA or the exit. All they have to do is read the fucking signs. It's like, there's signs everywhere. Anyway, earlier one morning, I was getting coffee from a kiosk when a bunch of passengers were deplaning. An elderly lady stopped me and demanded to know why I didn't bring a wheelchair with me when I knew she needed assistance getting around. I looked nowhere near an airport worker, much less a passenger assistant. I pointed to the actual assistant wheeling the chair from the gate the lady just walked out from. Like, how the fuck did she walk clean past an actual airport worker with a wheelchair, looked at a girl wearing a fast food uniform getting coffee from a kiosk and go, yep, she's my personal assistant. I'm getting annoyed just reading this. Another time is when I was going back in from break. The entrance door to the back house happened to be next to the elevator that leads to the VIP lounge upstairs. As I was punching in the passcode, a passenger stopped me to ask about the menu for the lounge. I told him that I don't know, which annoyed him, and he pulled the "You don't work here" card. Nah, fuck that. I got smart with him. I told him that unless he wants chicken sandwiches from homophobic chicken sandwich place, I can't help him. But to also try our food, since I heard it's way better and affordable than whatever they served upstairs. I went inside before he could say anything else. I could go on, but it'd be a long post. Edit. For those of you who are wondering how car rental lady held me against my will, she kept blocking me so I couldn't go around her. And as for elevator guy, I was polite, but all that went out the window as soon as he raised his voice at me like I owe him money or something. Also, I don't know why I forgot to mention this, but elevator guy must have taken my advice because he ended up waiting in line to order. So I guess I was right about the food served in the VIP lounge being mediocre for its prices. You got free business out of that one at the end, but oh my gosh, that's just so annoying. It's like the only place you could be where you won't get asked those stupid questions is behind the counter, and yet someone is bound to come up and ask you a stupid question, just as excuse me, can you please help me for a moment, sort of thing, and it's like, and you just be like, what is it? Can you tell me what? No, go ask someone else. I just love how it's like, yes, I'm looking for this particular, there's signs, man. Look at the signs. And on that annoyed note, I'm going to leave this episode here. Links will be in the description to both my channels and to Twitch for you guys to go check out. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know next video comes out. A ding, a ding. I'm the Mad Scientist. Mad Scientist out.